Sup y'all, Tracy here. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than the other videos we've been having. Somebody really told me that I should do a video on my Weeaboo-boyfriend that I mentioned in the Filthy Frank Weeaboo video. So I was like, fuck it, let's fucking do it. I have plenty of terrible dating stories if you guys want to ever hear them. A lot of really dark shit has happened in my life too. I wouldn't want to just throw those stories on you guys because I feel like story times are supposed to be funny, so I'll just keep it lighthearted. My Weeaboo boyfriend, that's a good place to start with lighthearted because that was a terrible life decision on my part. Let's just blame high school Tracy for that mistake because high school Tracy made a lot of mistakes. I was not a good kid growing up. You know, keep in mind I grew up in a very gang-oriented, fucked up, trailer trash, ghetto-ass fucking neighborhood. I got my fair share of fights. I got people beat the shit up. I had a boyfriend that defended me at the trailer park that the other people got out their skateboards and beat his face in so bad that it was just falling off of his skull. You know, I've been through some shit. So yeah. I haven't made all of the best life decisions, but one of the worst life decisions, worse than any other decision I've ever had, worse than that time that I made a bet with my sister that whoever fell off the trampoline first loses, and then I fell off and I crushed my vagina open and had to get stitches in it. Worse than that. Dating a weeaboo, okay? Now, what you guys don't know about me is whenever I was younger, like high school years, like 16, 17. I'm 26 now, okay? So whenever I was like 16, 17, I used to be obsessed with Japan, or at least to the extent that I thought was obsession, which was, I knew a lot about it. I wanted to learn how to speak Japanese. I thought it was cool. I was like, oh yeah, I totally want to go there. I wanted to work for Square Enix, of course, which was Squaresoft at the time. I wanted to make Final Fantasy games, because Final Fantasy was my favorite game. That was my obsession level. I liked a couple animes, Death Note, things like that. I drew some manga. I thought it was fucking awesome. Never was I obsessed with it. And meeting this man is what taught me that. And by man, I mean 17-year-old man-child. So, 17 years old. Here I am in high school. I wasn't really a loser in high school or anything. I just was kind of a loner. I listened to my music and kind of ignored the world. But I was actually friends with a lot of the popular girls in school. So like, I went to parties, I hung out, I fucking got drunk a lot, I fucking had fun in high school. I wasn't quite a loser, but I also liked my alone time. I was also an artist. I was also kind of an emo kid, whatever the hell you want to call me, with a side of wigger. Yeah, that's what they say, wigger, cause I used to wear like striped shirts and fucking hats and listen to fucking rap music and shit and drive around and scream out of windows. I always say, like, people go, oh, Tracy, are you emo? Are you this? Are you this? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I'm me. I don't know what I am. I'm just a fucking mix of tons of different shit. And I don't really classify under one single box. And I'm fine with that. I was sitting at the lunch table because we had breakfast or whatever before. We had breakfast before class started, and like some people would hang out in the lunchrooms or whatever, so I would be like, okay, whatever, I'll hang out in the lunchroom, chill out. I just sat there mostly and did nothing. I didn't actually eat breakfast. I didn't have money, so I couldn't eat breakfast. I don't really like breakfast food anyway, so fuck it. A lot of people would just gather around with us. Like, we had a lot of friends. Like I said, I kind of hung out with the popular kids, some of them. And then also some losers. Yeah, I'll call them losers. And then this guy. He was kind of new to the table. He'd been there a couple times. He just sat around and fucking talked to people. He was pretty sociable, pretty nice guy. He was heavy set. He had curly hair, dark skinned. I'm not going to give away names in this, so I'm just going to call them by their first letter of their name. Just because that's polite. And it's some of the shit I'm going to be saying is pretty fucking personal, and I don't want you guys to find them and be like, fuck you, bitch. Okay, but we're gonna call him B, because that's the first letter of his name. He had some kind of crooked teeth, but that's not really a big deal. Like, you guys know, I have fucked up teeth, okay? You guys can see it. I'm not stupid. I've been even told, like, you guys have said it. Okay, my teeth are actually pretty nice compared to most people in this fucking trashy-ass town. In fact, I've dated a guy with no teeth that was my age, that has just no teeth, because meth. And I've never actually done meth or anything like that, so I just have shitty teeth from fucking soda pop and being a fucking stupid dumbass. Everybody in this town has pretty fucked up teeth, so it wasn't a big deal. As long as you brush your teeth, that's all I care about, because I'm very OCD about, like, making out with somebody that doesn't brush their teeth. Because, like, y'all already knew the story, like, my sister and brother used to hold me down and spit in my mouth and make me swallow it, and just saliva and plaque and stuff like that just disgusts the fuck out of me. So, like, as long as you brush your teeth, I'm cool. I don't care if they're crooked. I don't care if you even got no teeth. I don't give a shit. I'm not a very shallow person. In a lot of these videos, you see, oh, we'll be like, oh man, he's fucking sexy. Because he is. And I have types. But that's not necessarily what I fall for. I just fall for whoever the fuck I fall for. Like, a connection. That's what makes it so that I'll date you. Sex is completely different than that. Than love. Which, I haven't fallen in love as many times as I've had sex. That's for sure. He was a pretty normal guy. He wore a Naruto shirt. He had a Naruto headband, okay? I didn't realize the extent of anime obsession at this point. I just thought he liked Naruto, which was cool, because I liked Naruto. I was like, this is fucking awesome. Like, so we talked about anime some, and we were like, okay, cool. And he was like, yeah, I like Final Fantasy. So we talked about Final Fantasy, and we were talking about Japan, and I was like, yeah, this is fucking cool. Like, I thought, like, maybe it's just a slight, like, a hobby of his, maybe. You know? But then the more I talked to him, the more I realized it's more than a hobby. It's all he fucking talked about. Which was fine. I accepted that because he was really polite. He opened the door for me. He took me places. We went out to eat at Taco Bell, which was fucking delicious. Every lunch period we went out to Taco Bell and we were getting to know each other. And yeah, he was a pretty cool guy as far as I was concerned at this point. And then the time came to go to his house for the first time. Now, we were dating at this point, but I hadn't been to his house. He'd been to my house a couple times, but I'd never been to his place. I don't really know why. It just had never happened yet. So we fucking go to his house, and I meet his family, and it's kind of awkward, because meeting family for me is like pulling teeth. It's a very awkward situation for me. I don't really like meeting people's families. I don't even like being around like a lot of my family. So just being around, it's that awkward, oh, well, what are you doing with your life? What do you want to do when you grow up? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Shallow ass fucking conversation that I could care less about with a bunch of people that I really don't care that much for. So it was like, okay, finally we got down to his room. He lived in the basement, of course. I don't know why I say that, like all weeaboos live in their basements, but all weeaboos might live in their basement, I don't know. No stereotypes whatsoever. If you're a weeaboo, cool on you, like you do your thing, and if that's what gets you off and that's what you're into, fucking do it and do it full force, cause own that shit, you know, but it's not attractive to me. It's not something that I am attracted to. In fact, it's something after dating this guy that I'm very unattracted to. We go down to his room and I'm looking around. He's got like shelves upon shelves of anime. He's got anime all over his walls, like tons of posters, like hundreds of posters of anime. And I'm like, damn, this guy really fucking likes anime. I am kind of intimidated at this point because honestly my anime extent at that time was like, okay, Naruto, Death Note, Dragon Ball Z, fucking Sailor Moon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Digimon. Like, that was my extent. And I was like, damn, I'm not gonna have anything to talk to this guy about. Like, he knows all this shit way more than me. And I was like, but I didn't judge at that point. I really didn't. Because I have obsessions. Like, growing up, my mama thought I had, like, Asperger's. Because I have these very intense obsessions with things. Like, I had dinosaurs and Venus and space and things like that. And then, like, Then, like, my room at this time was covered in Kelly Clarkson posters and shit like that, because Kelly Clarkson was my idol and is my idol to this day. And so, like, I didn't really judge. Like, I was like, cool, whatever. You know, Kelly Clarkson and Charmed were my obsessions at that time, and his obsession was anime. I was like, okay, this is still cool. Like, whatever. You have your obsessions. That's awesome. Everybody's allowed to have their own obsessions. I don't give a shit. You like what you like. I like what I like. We were still good. Like, this isn't weeaboo territory yet. This is just slightly obsessed with anime territory. And Japan in general, because he wanted to go to Japan really fucking bad, and that's all he talked about was Japan, anime, Japanese girls, J-pop, K-pop, B and me. Yeah, B and me. We're getting kind of hot and heavy. Okay, we're making out on the bed. We're getting at it. We're having fun. Okay, so tell me why he does have an anime body pillow on his bed. Okay, now I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, it was covered in cum, blah 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 blah, because that's not true, but it was still creepy. It was one of the Naruto girls. I don't remember all of their names very well. I think it was Ino, the blonde one. Okay, but either way, it was fucking weird. Okay, but I was just like, okay, so he's got a pillow. He totally doesn't hump that thing and come all over it. It's getting a little weird, okay? I'm not gonna lie. So, like, we're fucking, whatever, it's fun. It's all fun and games. And that's the first time, okay? The first time I was at his house. That ended okay. Like, I kept dating him after that for a while. We kept fucking around. We kept having fun. Fucked a couple times in the school bathroom, you know. I like sex in public, okay? It's one of my biggest kinks. So yeah, we had a lot of fucking sex. So once we started getting really comfortable with each other, that's when shit got even weirder. Alright, so he started asking me if I could like wear certain anime things in the bedroom, which cosplay, okay, I cosplayed. It wasn't so bad, but it was really kind of weird to be dressed up as like specific girls that he got off on, and then like he'd wear like certain masks or something like that, like, which it's all cool, like I get it, I get the kink, like wear a Michael Myers mask, bend me over and fucking ram into me, I'll be down. Yeah, I'm fucked in the head. I'm probably worse than weeaboos, but whatever, you guys like me. I didn't really like dressing up as these anime characters because honestly, I'm quite narcissistic person. I'm very dominant in the bedroom, and I like the attention to be on me. So fuck somebody else dressing me up as somebody that I'm not constantly just to get off. It felt really... It didn't feel good to me. I didn't like it. The deal breaker was pretty much this one time, okay, I'd already had a fight with him. I was like, I'm not dressing up like your stupid fucking whores anymore. Fuck you. Basically, it had got to the point like, okay, I don't know if this younger audience has seen One Tree Hill. Shame, because that's a fucking awesome show. Okay, but season 4 of One Tree Hill. Peyton's fake brother. Yes. It's a soap opera. Okay, Peyton's fake brother's like totally into her. Like, he's like, oh yeah, I want to fuck you. He has pictures of her all over his walls and shit, and he's like, okay, so he hires a prostitute, puts on a wig, stabs her in the leg where Peyton got shot, and fucks her. And yeah, it was basically at that level, it felt like. Maybe that's an over-exaggeration, but that's what it felt like. The breaking point was, okay, here I am. I'm riding on his cock. I'm fucking bouncing up and down, doing all my shit, being the fucking... I think I'm pretty good in bed, okay? He has anime on in the background. And I'm like, already kind of jealous, because I can see him watching the anime, like, the entire time. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm fucking riding your cock right now. Are you fucking kidding me right now? And he's like, yeah, like, he's getting off, of course. And this girl comes on, and she's like, got these huge ass knockers, and she's like, bouncing around, and she's like, they're like bouncing around. And in case you guys don't remember, I don't have big tits, okay? So he's like getting off, and he gets off then, and he's like, look at her tits. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? Nah, that was the breaking point. I was done. I was like, are you, like, come on. If you want to get off the fucking fake imaginary people whenever you got a real girl right here, that's fine. You fucking get off to imaginary people, but don't fucking string me along. I'm not gonna be this fucking second place to these fucking fake people. Honestly, after that, anime was pretty ruined for me. Manga, all of it. I was just like, I didn't have an obsession with Japan anymore. It completely killed my boner. Like, I went limp for Japan. I didn't really care for anime again until Ruby. Like, recently I've been watching Ruby, and it's been a really fucking great animated series, but for a long time I was just like, no, fuck this shit. And last time I saw him, I ran into him at Hastings, okay? And Hastings it's specific to, like, Kansas. It's a family-run business that's, like, all around Kansas and some places around here. But basically, it's just, like, this place that sells, like, anime, manga, video games, fucking shirts, clothes, merchandise, fucking CDs, books, everything. It's a pretty cool place. I mean, so I was in the manga section, because I don't even know why. I was there with somebody else that was looking at the manga, and I was just kind of be like, because, like I said, I wasn't really into manga anymore, and I'm still not really into it anymore. But he was like, he ran into us there, and okay, he gained, like, more, like 50 pounds more. He had, like, hair all over his face. His hair was growing out. He looked fucking pathetic and disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. And it was like, and he still had an anime shirt on. He was still there. I was like, damn, because this was like, we were in our 20s at this point. Okay, and then, like, we started talking again a little bit, and I was like, okay, so let's fucking talk. But we were just friends. And so he was giving me a ride somewhere, and I was like, can I borrow your phone? Because I didn't have a phone. I still don't have a phone. I don't have a cell phone because of all this drama. Like, I've dated so many fucking terrible people, and I don't like talking to people. I'm like, fuck this. I'm not gonna stand it. I just don't want to talk to anybody. I secluded myself from that my entire life, pretty much. I'm focused on me. Can I borrow your cell phone? And he was like, yeah, of course. And I, like, grabbed it to call my boyfriend at that time. And I was like, opened up the cell phone, because it was a flip phone, yes. Yeah, I'm old. So I opened up the cell phone, and at the top it said Tracy with a heart, and it had a picture of me on the back, and I was like, he is going to skin me alive and wear my flesh. I'm pretty sure. I was really freaked out, because, like, it wasn't even a picture I'd given him, it was a picture off my Facebook. It was just really weird. He was... I still check my windows, I'm not even gonna lie. That's not even a joke. It's not even over-exaggeration. I still check my windows. Like, I still get worried that he's there. And yeah, that's the last time I hung out with him. I don't know what's happened to him in the last 3 years. And I'm okay with that. He probably still lives with his folks. He probably still loves anime. And he probably is delving even further into his weeaboo-ness. And the thing is, with weeaboos, it's weird. I don't think they want real girlfriends. Like you say, oh, well, you could get a real girl. I think they want the anime. I think they want an anime girlfriend. I think they get off on the anime. I don't think that they want something real. Alright, well, that's just one of the many terrible, terrible dating stories I have. Don't get me started on the guy I lost my virginity to, emo kid, that after we have sex, he tells me, oh, I like to kill small animals. What do you do with that? What do you do with that after you just had sex with somebody and they say that? Because you don't fucking get mad or upset or hurt. You just fucking go, oh, that's cool. To be honest, I should have known better. He collected bugs. He had like 1,000 bugs in his room. So I should have known better. Live and learn, you know. Live and learn. Alright. Thank you guys so fucking much for watching this. If you did watch it, I know I don't think that I'm a great storyteller, so it probably sucked balls, but whatever. Thank you guys again for all of the support and your subscriptions and just fucking everything. You guys have been amazing, and I love you guys to pieces. Like, comment, subscribe, share, etc., etc. Peace out.